Hey guys, welcome to Tennessee DIY. We are officially in cold weather. Today's actually Halloween, and got the unicycles here. Of course, you need to check your car tire pressure. My Toyota tire pressure, it was down to 31 PSI, and normally it's running at 35 PSI on the front. And just that temperature drop from 80 degrees down to we hit 32 degrees last night. We're getting down to 29 tonight here in Tennessee. And so you got to be really aware. You'll get a tire flashing light on your car, but when you have a unicycle, you don't get any tire pressure warning. So when it's your one wheel tire, you've got to make sure you top these up. These little unicycles are inmotion V10Fs. My big V13 inmotion Challenger right over there. It's a beautiful wheel. Absolutely love it. So, but anyway, yeah, just make sure your cars are topped off at cold weather, and especially any PEVs, personal electric vehicles that you may have, especially a unicycle, because you only have one wheel to rely on. We got some scooters too, and those would check on as well. But a little hack I was going to show you for if you have a wheel, check this out. If you have a unicycle or a scooter or anything that has a recessed air valve stem, okay, notice how this has to be so tight up against your rim. Check that out. Look at that, you see my reflection in there too in the wheel. It's pretty cool. But anyway, check that out. The valve stem is so close to the rim, you can barely get your air chuck meter on here, and let alone to, screw one of these fast chuck air on here. By the time you get that screwed on right there and then pull back off, it's very tight, and you'll scratch your electric rim, and you'll lose air pressure. And this one right here is a little too fat to get on there. A lot of people are struggling to figure out how to get that in there without scratching it. You can get different air things, but here's a little hack to show you. Take a zip tie, okay? Just a zip tie it together, and you can see the threads are here. I zip tied it, and then you flip the threads around to the outside where the inside of the zip tie is smooth, okay? And all you got to do, check that out, slip it around the valve stem. You don't want to put too much pressure on it, okay? Slip it around the valve stem like that, okay? And then you can literally pull up on that valve stem. You want to kind of lock this wheel in with your knee or something to keep it from spinning. And watch this. Hold on, let me get a better position on the camera and I'll show you exactly how to put it on here. Alright guys, I got a little better position on the camera. Check this out. Put your zip tie, smooth side right here, around the valve stem, okay? And all you gotta do, hold your wheel strong with your knees, and then all you gotta do is pull that, without hardly any scratching, pull that valve stem up just a little bit. It's made to be recessed in there so it doesn't scratch when it spins around, but that's the way to do it. Then you can get your chuck on there. Okay? These are recommended 35, but because there's no shocks on these unicycles, I like to put them at just 30. Okay, we're a little high, so let's knock that down a little bit. That big air compressor will pump air in there really quick. But notice how we didn't scratch the rim or anything, just pulling up with a zip tie, just that easy. Okay, we're still a little high. Makes it super easy, guys. Don't scratch your rim. I always put pressure on this to make sure it bounces right. A little more air. Don't want to be overinflated. I like these at 30. There we go, right at 30. See that? So that's a nice little hack. All you got to do, that little zip tie, doesn't cost anything. Little hack, pull it right back off. Put your valve stem back on, just like that. And then make sure you push it back in a little bit. You don't want, these unicycles, they spin around, so there's not a lot of clearance up underneath there. Give it a quick test. No problem. Good 30 PSI in both tires for the winter time. I've already done this one. And then of course my V13, I'm running right about 30 PSI as well. Some guys, they like to run a little higher, but that V13 tire is so knobby that sometimes it helps to have a little bit less air pressure to give you a little more traction. It doesn't train track as bad on the road. You can get a lot more control. But anyway, guys, check your car tires, check your PEV, personal electric vehicle tires. Make sure everything's up to recommended specs with this cold weather. You do not want to have worse battery economy for your electric vehicles, or something dangerous happen with a low tire, which makes it get hot, friction. But that weather, it'll drop it 3 or 4, if not 5 or 6 PSI. So anyway, guys, Tennessee DIY here for you. If you liked any of the videos or have any comments of other videos you'd like to see, put that in the comments. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a happy day. Later.